Hey everyone, it's Marcrafts back for another video. I'm at Graham's. As you can see, I updated my sign. Today is July 17th. It is 12:54. Well, right now it's 12:56, but when I started the video it was 12:54. Today marks 1 year since my kid, which was my cat, passed away. So yeah. It's been a year. I miss him so much, but he's so much better off where he's at. I don't have a whole lot to show you today. I have 2 finished objects, that's it. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 works in progress to show you. A couple of them have not been worked on. A couple of them I have worked on. But a couple of them doesn't have any work on at all. But I figured I would show them to you just to kind of refresh myself about what I'm working on. Some of the works in progress that I showed in the last video are not going to be in this video because I decided that I wanted to work on other things, and I haven't figured out if I want to frog them or keep the pieces that I have made and just kind of put them on the back burner for right now. Maybe I'll finish them in the future, maybe I won't. It's a toss-up in the air right now. Basically the things I've been wanting to make are things that I want to start selling over on Facebook Marketplace. So if you sell on Facebook Marketplace, can you let me know in the comments what your best sellers are? I kind of want to get into starting to make fall stuff, like winter items, just because it's the middle of July and I want to get a stockpile of items. Like, I have some stuffed animals, but I'm leaning more towards hats and like shawls and cardigans and things along those lines. So let me know in the comments what some of your best sellers are. I'd really appreciate it. If I itch, it's because today I can take my stereo strips off my incision, and well, I'm gonna have my Graham take them off today. They're technically not supposed to come off till tomorrow, but it's becoming extremely itchy to where I can't really stand it sometimes. So my Graham's gonna take them off today because tomorrow I will be at Mom's, and if I need to put butterflies back on it to keep it closed, I don't really know how to do that, and my Graham does. So we're gonna take them off today and actually look at my incision, which I am pretty excited about. So yeah. So let's kind of get into what you're probably really here for. Before we do that, I guess I should introduce myself. I have a couple new subscribers. So my name is Elizabeth. And I do crochet mostly. I crochet blankets, scarves, stuffed animals, shawls, all kinds of stuff, really. I also bead weave, stitch markers, and earrings. I make friendship bracelets and sell those. I do know how to knit, but I don't knit very often. I also do the machine knitting, which I think is how I'm going to make my hats. I asked Mom the other night if she could write down some color combinations for me. Just because I get overwhelmed with all the colors that I have in my stash, and it's just easier if she does it for me. So, she got 8 colors, or color combinations, that I can do to start off with. So, I'm gonna start with those. So, yeah. I live with my mom, Sunday afternoon till Friday afternoon. And then on the weekends, I come here to my grandparents' house. We have a dog. We have a Doberman. Her name's Nala. She's about 100 pounds. She just turned 3.5 last month on the 6th. I'm 31. I'm single. I'm not really single. I have a boyfriend and they don't know about it. But that's just between me and you. They're old-fashioned. They don't believe online stuff. And I mentioned it in my last video about me having a boyfriend. So yeah, let's kind of get into it. So I'm going to show you my finished objects first, because I literally only have 2. So the first one I'm going to show you is my Amonical Cat. This pattern is, I do not have the package, but I was talking to my friend Christina the other night, and I was working on him, and I did not realize how big he was going to get. But I'm so glad I finished him, because I really like him. I did mess up on his muzzle. What I was reading in the pattern was not really making sense to me, and it very well could have meant, because when I was working on him, I stayed up all night. It was Sunday night. I stayed up all night because I had to go to the hospital at 5:45 in the morning to get my surgery. And I was working on him, and for some reason the pattern was not, I was not understanding the pattern, and neither was my friend Christina. So yeah, so his muzzle is not the one that's in the pattern. I did my own thing. But he's okay. He's going to be for donation. He has a long tail, long spindly arms, long legs, long body. And I really like him, and I definitely plan on making more of these in the future. I have no idea what yarn I use for the body. It was a baby yarn that I'm not even sure where I got. But it has yellow, blue, green, pink, and white in it. So yeah. And the white, I just used white. I used some Arbor Rose, which is impeccable, from Loops and Threads, and I used some black. I have a small ball of black here at my desk, that when I finish something and it needs like facial features, I can just put it on and don't have to go over in my on my shelf and get the yarn for. So he's finished. I use a 3.75mm hook for him, and yeah, I really like how he turned out, and like I said, I plan on making more of these in the future. Rel from the Dabbling Hook, I watched her recent video, and she's actually made quite a few of these. And yeah, I plan on making quite a few of them too. So I got him done. He can go over in my bag. And my next, this is my last finished object, is a little axolotl. This pattern is by Katie Dids over on Etsy. The Amonical Cat I got off of Ravelry, and it was free. I think it was free. I'm pretty sure it was free. And this one just has black eyes. So yeah, I used my yarn does not have ball bands on anymore, especially the yarn that's in those cubicles. So this is just like a really kind of corally pinkish, hot pinkish color. And then I just put black with it. I thought the black looked really good with it. So I will be making more of these in the future too, for sale and for my donations. So, oh, another thing about me is that's going to fall on the floor. Yep. I also do 3 charities at the end of the year, so I make stuff all year, and at the end of the year, I give stuff to 3 charities. I give to my chiropractor. He does a lot of things with children and youth services. I donate to my cousin. She gives them out to kids at my local high school. So I give a lot of hats, scarves, and stuffed animals to her. She gets about 35 to 40 hats and scarves, and then I throw in a couple toys for the kids. And another lady I give to is she deals with not deals, but she works with families that have very traumatic and traumas happening in their lives. One family I donated to last year, it was in the middle of winter, and they lost their garage to a house fire, or a garage fire, and lost all of their winter wearables, like hats, mittens, gloves, scarves. All of that stuff was kept in the garage, and the garage caught on fire, and they lost everything. So, I hate asking people for help, but I don't want to sound rude and needy, but I could use some mittens, and I, for one, do not like making mittens. I've made them in the past, and I just do not like making them. So if you would like to donate some mittens to me to give to the lady that deals with families that are from traumatic experiences, I will put my mailing address in the description box below, and you can mail stuff out like that. You do not have to, but if you would like to, that would be one thing that you could do for me. But like I said, you do not have to. It is not an obligation. It's not mandatory. None of that. If you just want to help somebody, a family in need, that would be great. If you can't, that's completely fine too. That was all my finished objects. I have to say, I did finish those two the morning of my surgery. I just finished the finishing touches. I finished the cat first, and then I finished the axolotl like 2 hours no. It was like an hour before I had to get ready for my surgery. So I almost finished another one, but I kind of ran out of time. And I don't know, does anybody else? It seems like I go through spurts where like all I want to do is crochet on blankets, and then a couple days later I want to work on amigurumi. Then a couple days later I want to do something else, and it's just my mom. When I go back to my mom's, I never know what I'm going to do. When I come here, I never know what I'm going to do. I came here on Friday Friday and most of today, I wrote patterns down because I bought some patterns off of Etsy, and I don't have a working printer right now, so I am writing all my patterns down by hand, so that I don't have to keep looking at my computer screen for a pattern. So I've been writing them down by hand, and so that's pretty much what I did all day yesterday and majority of today. Like, I didn't start crocheting today until about, like, 4 o'clock. Because we ate, and I took Nala outside. And when I got up here, it was going on, like, 4:30, 5 o'clock. So I started writing patterns, but I'm like, I really want to crochet. So I started crocheting, and that's what I've been doing since. And the project I'm going to show you now is what I worked on from then till right before I did this video. Now, there's a little bit of a backstory with this blanket. I've showed this blanket before, and there was a time, like last month, when I decided that I was going to frog it and use the yarn for a different blanket, baby blanket. But I put it over in my drawers, and I'm like, well, I'm just going to put this over here and, like, let it hibernate for a little bit. Well, I've been in a blanket kick. If you watched my last video that I did at Mom's, you'll know that I've been in a blanket kick. So yeah. So this one right here is still attached to the yarn because I was kind of getting tired, and I'm kind of getting a little bit of a headache, so I figured I need to stop crocheting, do a video, so that I can go to bed. But right now I feel pretty good. I still have a start of a headache, but I'm okay. So this blanket is the Drunken Granny stitch by The Secret Yarnery. Oh, and the axolotl, I used a 3.75mm hook for that also. That's my go-to hook for amigurumis. I just love that hook for amigurumis with my tension. It's perfect. You know, no stuffing shows, so it's all good. So this is my Drunken Granny blanket. I'm using 2 colors. It's like really fine baby yarn. Never used this. Well, I used mandala before, but I think this is even smaller. Let me see. Yeah, this is a number 2. So the yarn I'm using is Wellness Baby Comfort, or Wellness Baby, by Loops and Threads. There's 820 yards, 8.8 ounces, 750 meters, and 250 grams. And the yellow is yellow, and the other color is aqua. And it's 70% acrylic, and then 30% Amonical acrylic. It's antibacterial, antifungal, hypoallergenic, and odor-free. So, yeah. Machine wash warm, do not bleach, do not bleach, tumble dry medium, do not iron, dry clean. So I got these on clearance at Michael's several years ago. See if I can figure out the date. 2018. I've had these in my stash since 2018. And I'm just not using them. So they were originally $9.99, and I got them on clearance, so they were down to $4.97. I did have a pink one too. The pink one and I got into a huge fight. So I pulled the middle out. It had a baby. It was yarn barf. Then I couldn't find the middle of that little yarn barf. So I pulled out another baby And by the time I was done with it, it had like 5 kids. And I'm like, I don't have enough patience and brain power to untangle this mess. So it just got thrown away. I was not dealing with it. But anyway, this is a blanket. I'm doing 13 rows of each color. I also have a white. And depending how big this is, because it's only this big, but I still have a lot of yarn left. So like I said, I'm doing 13 rows of each color, and I'm not sure how tall I'm going to make it. I'm thinking about doing the greens or the aqua section, then doing another yellow section, then doing another aqua section. So I'm doing 13, so that would be 26. I am not in the mood to do math today, guys. I'm just not in the mood. Okay, so I want to do 3 more sections, so 3 times 26 equals 78. So I got 78 rows to go. It's too late to do math, and I hate doing math, and I'm not doing it if I don't have to. My mom loves to calculate things for me, so if I have to figure out anything, I always ask her to get our calculator out, because I hate calculating. My other whip, I'm also crocheting bags for sale. So I have one started. It's my own pattern, but this is like how far I got. I am just barely starting up the sides. And it has plastic canvas in the bottom of it to make it kind of sturdy. So it's going to be this like turquoisey color. I think it is turquoise red heart. And then I'm going to do several, like 4 or 5 rows of white. Then I'm going to do several rows of pink. Then do 7, like a lot of, like a white section. Then I'm going to do a purple section. And then I'm going to do a white section. And then the top is going to be this like baby blue. So that's my plan for that bag. And it's either going to have 1 strap or 2 straps. I'm not sure if I want to do a crossbody strap or if I want to do the 2 straps like on each side. So that's still kind of up in the air. I don't even know why I'm showing you this because I haven't worked on it at all. But one of the amigurumis I did keep is the mermaid I am making, or that I started. I haven't worked on it like at all since I did the head. But it's called Mermaids by the Left-Handed Crocheter. So there's 2 different types of mermaids, one with just a tail and one with legs and a removable tail. I have the head done, and this is going to be a pretty good size mermaid because this is her head. Yeah, this is her head. So she's going to be a pretty good size mermaid. I haven't figured out her tail color or anything like that because I didn't even get that far. But I'm going to do the one with the tail, and then I might do the one with the removable tail. I'm not 100% sure yet. But yeah. I got that on Ravelry. The Drunken Granny I got off of YouTube from the Secret Yarnery. The next work in progress is a little Every Girl sweater. So I have the 2 panels connected. I'm in the process. I just have to do the sleeves. And I think I was going to stripe the sleeves, but honestly, I think I'm just going to do them all the one color, which is this, like, purple, it's like kind of like, I think it might be boysenberry, but I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't have a ball band. I think I'm just going to do the whole sleeve in this purpley pinky color. Because I have this much pink left. So, I mean, I could stripe it in there somehow, but I'm not sure if I want to do that or just use the other color. And I'm using a 5mm hook for this. And the Drunken Granny, I don't know if I said, but I'm using a 6mm for it. And the Mermaid, I'm using a 3.75. Now this one I could have finished today, but I was just in the mood to work on my blanket. My one baby blanket. And this is the 3-in-1 mod pattern by Katie Did. So there's a unicorn, a little girl doll, and a bunny. And I am doing the unicorn. I've done the unicorn several times. But she has, okay, let me figure this out. You can't tell, but her eyes are like pink and blue. And I did that because her curls are pink and gray. And in the different light, it looks like they're rainbow eyes. But the pink really stands out in them. And I think that would look nice. Also, I do a thing with my amigurumis. I melt the backs of them so that they're a little bit harder to get out and they don't just pop off. I just use a little lighter, and then I take like a bread knife, like a butter knife, and melt the backs and squish it so that it's flat on the back. Or what I have been doing is taking these scissors and put it, as you can see, there, like burn marks somewhere. Oh, it's not burn marks. I don't know what that is. But like I put it right between the two little black dots, and it works perfectly fine for what I use it for. But like I said, I could have had this done today, but I just didn't feel like working on amigurumi. But this is what she looks like. You know what I did? I put her eyes in the back. This is her front. Oh my god, I cannot believe I did that. I will have to fix that next week. I'm just not in the mood to do that. I should not have been working on it when I was tired. That is for sure. So that is going to have to get, the eyes are going to have to come out because I cannot believe I did that. And I have one more finished, or work in progress. Oh my word. What a ditz I am. Here's a lesson learned. When you're really tired, don't be working on amigurumis. Don't work on anything that needs like a lot of brain power to work on. If you have to put eyes in something and you're tired, or sew pieces on and you're tired, put it down, go to bed, or work on something that is really mindless. Because that is a lesson learned right there. So the last thing I'm working on is a rainbow blanket for sale. But it is so I did the Essential Crochet Sweater by Pamela's Adoring Crochet on YouTube. She also is Pamela's Adoring Doll Clothes on her shop. She makes 18-inch doll clothes and 14.5-inch doll clothes. And I made the Essential Crochet Sweater, and I really liked the stitch that she uses. So you start with the double crochet, then you do a single crochet in the next stitch, double crochet in the next, and so on, and you end with a single crochet. Then the next row, you start with the double crochet and do the same thing, and you end with a single crochet. Well, I did mine in a blanket form. This is the second blanket I've made with this stitch pattern. And I absolutely love it. Now, this is a baby blanket, so it's only, that's like half of it. Can you see it? That's half of it. But I am doing rainbow colors. So, I did 3 different colors of purple. Now I'm into my second blue color. And then I have 1 more blue color to go. And then I will do the rest of the colors, like the green, orange, yellow, red, all of them. And I'm going to do 3 different colors each. I have a bag started here that has, there's my other blue. I have my 3 greens are over here, and then I got my 3 yellows. So I have those waiting. And of course, it's not gonna, there we go. But I keep all of my projects in Ziploc bags. These big ones are 2.5 gallon. You can get them at the dollar store. So that's where all of my projects are living, is in these bags, because they fit really nice on my shelf or on my cart, and I can get everything in there easier if I have them in bags. Because a couple weekends ago, I had just all of my amigurumi pieces in there, and it was getting really crowded. And all of that. So I don't even know why I have this thing over here. I think I'm gonna start putting my crochet hook case over there. I got a new crochet. It's not a crochet hook case. It's a pencil case, and I just have all of my hooks in here, and it has a compartment back there that I really thought about putting some index cards back there, or I can put my index cards over here, which this is my threader. I don't use the thing. I have 3 of them, but I don't use them. I really should, but it's really a pretty case. So I got that, and then I got my I got this notebook also at Big Lots. It has all of my projects that I'm currently working on, and some of the ones that I am thinking about frogging, like all the donut buddies I'm thinking about frogging. So I have the cow, the pig, and then the giraffe. I don't know if I'm going to finish them or if I want to frog them. They're over there, or honestly, I'm not sure where I put them. I put them somewhere because I just don't want to work on them. So, okay guys, like I said, if you want to help with mittens, if you love making mittens, I will put my address, my mailing address, in the description box below, and that would be great if you could help me out. If not, that's completely fine. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah, let me know in the comment section if you have what some of your best sellers are. Preferably crochet related. Just because the only thing I know really how to knit is hats and washcloths. So, yeah. But I'm going to let everybody go. And I hope everybody has a great night, a good Sunday. And, let me know what you're working on in the comments. And let me know what you watch when you crochet. Like, what you listen to, what you watch. Me personally, I have a wide range of things I do. I watch YouTube videos when I crochet. Or when I craft, period. I watch YouTube videos. I listen to music. I watch Pluto TV. I watch movies. I pretty much do it all when I craft. I'm the type of person that I don't like silence unless I'm sleeping. But if I'm like doing stuff, I like noise. So yeah. Just let me know what you guys are up to, what you're doing. And all the other stuff will be in the description box below. I don't think I'm gonna do links today. I'll probably do that another time, just because I am kind of getting tired, and I was up really early this morning, which my grandmother got me up at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock she got me up. Ugh. I do not like morning people. I am like not a morning person at all. So, like I said, let me know, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!